Hello? Okay. I think my mic's working now. Sorry about that. But hello, everyone. And by everyone, I mean currently myself. And today, I just, disclaimer, I have played through this game once. And, I'm going to start off. Currently, this game, unfortunately, is not completely finished. I own all of the DLCs. And I can play through every single step with you guys, but today we're going to start a new file, and I'm gonna cry because I love this man so much, and this is under family friendly. Oh fuck. Oh, I just said oops. Sorry, that's a habit. Anyways. No, for asking for me to see the tutorial. I think that was tutorial. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna change my name to my name. And try to see if there's any voiced lines. So let's see. No, I don't wanna. I might just stick with Max because that used to be my name. There's so many, whoa.
K.
No, that's not how you say it.
Cadence.
K. God, just add a, put a K instead of a C. Flynn?
Flynn. Finn.
There it is! My baby!
Kai.
I found it! I was about to give up too. Let's just put Longthorn or something. Something like, see, that's the type of last name I put on my Sims. Y'all don't understand. Oh, 1 second. Let me see something real quick. I'm in the stream right now, so I'm not in the game. Give me 1 moment. Okay. I forget how to do this, so I'm just gonna... I'll just cry. Because I forget how to add stuff. I'm trying to find out how to add... Never mind, doesn't matter. We'll be fine. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see, skin tone, tan? I'm not that tan. I'm gonna try to make it look... I'd say I'm olive, because I'm like in between peachy and olive. I'm like the olive darkness, but with an orange tone. Like red shade. I have warm skin, but you know what, let's just stick with peachy then, because I feel like olive's too yellow. I kind of really like this. I hadn't looked at it before. Whoa. This one's so cute. I really like flowy. Ponytail? I don't know, I like flowy. I really like unnatural hair, so I'll probably do a purple or something similar. Oh, let me change the... I actually think I like round best. Peach, oval. Let's do oval. Let's do round 1. have blue eyes, so I'm just gonna stick with that. I have an obsession. Let's do pink, just because I'm a child. That's probably what I'd do if I was just messing with my hair. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do flowy, and then in the next section, we'll go higher. I think I already picked a voice name, right? I'm just gonna double do it just in case. Scroll.
Caden. Kai.
There we go. Just making sure. Change page. Oh, I can do freckles. I don't have any. I wish I did. But they're freckles on anyway. I like the rosy cheeks, actually. Those are cute. Do rosy cheeks. I don't think a child has any scars quite yet. Hand size? That's new. I guess medium? I don't know. I definitely love glasses and I do not want them. What the hell? Oh my gosh, I feel... I'll shut up. I'm gonna watch my mouth. Because I genuinely want this series, because a lot of my other series aren't family friendly at all. I want this series to be family friendly because I think that this visual novel is beautiful. And I know that not everyone has access to a computer or the money to buy DLCs. And even though no one's watching this right now, I just really want to have some sort of option, I guess. Even if that option would only last 2 weeks, it's okay. But at the moment, I am in love with skirts, shirts, and who likes pants, honestly. I used to never wear skirts, but recently I discovered a love for them, so. I have quite a bit of freckles on my arms, so not enough to say that, you know. I have a little more freckles than the average person, but I'm not exactly a very freckled person, but I'll put it here because I wonder what they'll do about that. I have a birthmark on my thigh. I like necklaces, bracelets, that's about it. I don't really wear hats. Okay, there we go. Oh my god! I'm getting PTSD. You don't... Oh my god. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of the year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school. Well, school-less vacation with it. During the summer, your moms didn't know you liked to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom calls putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often at least said hello. Ooh, option time. You didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back anyway. It was the polite thing to do. Hold on. What? Sorry, my friend sent me something funny. But, It was a plaything that's you after all. And your moms had taught you to always be respectful, but today there's a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone Sunset Bird was that the people you didn't recognize really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your moms called it, so for you not knowing who Total Stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Roms had taught you, had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. They mentioned that some people are good to talk to, but other types of people can help you even if you don't know them. You weren't sure about this man yet. Still, you felt scared knowing he was walking away from your front door. You slowed down, your mind racing for ideas trying to get past him unseen, but it's too late to escape. There's a split second where your eyes met and you took in a shaky breath. Your eyes starting to the sky, pretending to stare at a bird who was hovering nearby. Hey! His voice startled you and made you jump, but you still didn't look at him. The bird landed on top of a nearby gatepost, and its black feathers ruffled against the gentle breeze. Trying to keep your eyes on it was tough, especially when the man stood up and started to make his way toward you. You folded your arms and stared, still unsure about him willing to be friendly, offered the stranger a smile. The man gives a grin of his own back. Do you live around here? What's your name? He looked at the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo. You wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. Well, you made your assessment, and he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. I live right there. My name's Kai. Great. Nice to meet you, Kai. He gave you a broad smile, relief setting on his face. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled his hand as he held it up to you, even more confused before you looked back at him. Well, could you do me a favor? Nothing bad. Sorry, I should have... Let me start over. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son. His name is Cove, who's about your age. Cove, that seems like a strange name for an actual living person to you. You cheated on the inside of your cheek. This guy was definitely obsessed with water. He was the only person like that in Sunset Bird. We moved in across the street. See? He gestured towards the house that had been empty for a year. His watch catching the lantern being sunset and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. You must be Kai Longthorn, right? I met your moms earlier. They told me you were 8, just like him, so... You shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention, a hopeful smile tinting his lips at the corners. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Just give it a chance and you can keep this. He's a good kid, you like him.
Do you mind?
But you gotta keep it a secret too, okay? Wouldn't it be friendly to say his dad sent you? You kind of Cove. This definitely was the normal way kids made friends, you knew that. What do you say? Want to make a deal? You didn't want the money. I don't want to be paid for that. I'm gonna do a child voice from now on just because I'm a kid. But, I'll still talk. I don't want to be paid for that. It's too weird. He deflated enough to notice, but not completely.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? It won't be too bad, even if it's just for the summer, that'd be enough. That only made the summer strange to you. Why does it lasting for the summer matter? When it was clear his initial strategy was gonna fly, take the bill back into pocket and change the request. I get it, you don't have to. Would you be comfortable with he and I coming for a normal visit? No money involved. Well, I didn't. Okay, His smile got bigger again, his eyes crinkled at the sides. Of course! They invited us over earlier, but I'd like to ask you too. I guess you can. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but, well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. He laughed when he said that, but the way his face looked, he thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, can you tell him to come on home? He's got a pink casting glasses. You can't miss it. Okay. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that, but you're still going to help. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head, paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away instead. Your mom's already checking around for me. Such the thoughtful group you are. Now I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep on sitting here. I thought he might come back, and that's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Kai. So much. He jogged off down the street without another word. You started to check the hills behind your house. I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. Oh, no, what I just realized. I forgot. Wait, no, not menu. Oh no, music is on. Why is it silent? Did I? The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you. Quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. Love to hear stories about the sea, about the merfolk and sea serpents you imagined living far beneath the waves. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself you'd seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try and relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you weren't alone, so you glanced around. There was a boy, sitting on top of the one hill, was completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably just that he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you'd found a deer in the wild, though deer didn't have sad frowns. But this new boy did. You wondered what could have upset him. After a few seconds, you took a step forward, then another. He glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary. Hey, Space Cadet. At the start, he jumped to his feet, his hands welling into fists at his side. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. It obviously caught him off guard, his pink casting a glow in its highlight, though when he caught you staring at it, you just almost on your back. Cove? Eyes wide and he studied you. How'd you know that? Oh, I hate that voice now. How'd you know that? Like you guessed. No way. Tell the truth. Okay, your dad told me who you were.
Oh.
So, is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to patch the grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is. You can't own a hill. Why not? How could you? You just do. I had a hill back home. Well, this still isn't mine. Oh. He sat back down with the thumb resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad who sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that sprinkled. Hold on. I need to check something. Let's save to this one, because otherwise I'm stupid. ADHD will make me lose my track. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go ahead to the menu, say it's a new file, and see what this is about to say. Because I think I might have missed. No, I don't. Then why don't I? Okay, let's just load back. I am confused. I'm so confused. Let's load back. Okay. Sorry, this game is comfort system, and I'm sure we'll see that later. I just was making sure I wasn't missing it. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers, too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun.
Why are you here?
A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as he asked the question, almost like they'd never stopped as tears started up again with a vengeance. My parents, they don't want to live together with me anymore. The tears fall fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made Dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I just want to go home. That outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cope's chest was heaving with exhaustion. He stifled and removed his glasses, wiping his eyes with the back of his hand before putting them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. I'm sorry. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses, rested his fingers against Silas. Cove wound up himself again for another long crying fit. He felt bad for him being forced to come here with no choice. He couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms. It must be pretty hard. But from way off the distance, you heard your parents. Kai?
Cove?
Cove. Canes, where did you go? Cove looked at you, your tears still clinging to his cheeks. Oh, his tears still clinging to his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
I don't want to go back to that house. I want to go home.
It'll be okay.
He was struck by a sudden answer reassured Cove.
It's not gonna be all fun, but isn't he your family too?
Yeah, I guess.
Then you can count on him when you really, really need him.
You shot him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. Slowly, Cove stood up with you, still looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cove, can you hear me? He looked towards the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not-bandaged arm. Sorry, I still don't want to go.
Yeah, I get it.
You do? Before he could answer, he heard Cove's dad even closer than before. There you are, bud. The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes lighted on you and they rushed over. Both your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. I forget which ones. Okay, one on the right, I'm gonna give a deeper voice. Then one on the left. Kai, you're still here after... Kai, you're still here after all. We had been in the park to check for Cove and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone off further away.
Cove didn't want to go home just yet. Mommy gave Cove a small smile, and then she turned back to you.
Thank God you're both fine. Were you two having fun out there? He looked over at Cove, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. Running, letting go of his running skeleton, son, Cove's dad turned to the three of you.
That's a relief.
Thanks very much for finding him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Good thing Kai knows this whole area so well. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cove. Bye. The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading towards the neighborhood. Watched Cove's breaking castle disappear. I'll tell you what. We'll have a proper playdate tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie. does that sound?
Sounds like words.
With her mom's laugh, the sounds overlapping to one familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and led you towards the path. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. Okay, this is what I was looking for. So, as the thing of the, as the title, I want to choose different and nervous because I think last time I said direct and fond, or relaxed and fond. I want to pick nervous and indifferent. I've never done that. Let's just save here as well in a random slot. This is just gonna be childhood, so I don't have to play through the beginning each time. But let's go! Early the next morning. Oh, hold up, got an achievement. Let's see. Childish indifference. Wait, hold on, what just happened? Load? Give me a moment. Okay. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, but you stayed put. Today after Mom's promised, Cope was coming over to hang out. Excited to see your new friend, Kai?
I guess.
Okay.
Hey! And then I got the achievement for, what is it? I got an achievement for being nervous. With that said, are you done with your breakfast? You know what, I'm just gonna give the moms the same voice. I can't. I'm gonna voice actress. Or actor. I don't know, am I? You just sit down to the empty fish dish in front of you, raise your arm over.
Okay.
Okay, we see. Good job, he should be here soon. Cleanup began, and then of cue there's a knock. It was hesitant, like the person wasn't sure they were in their place. Still loud though. We need to get a more obvious doorbell. I know. Kai, could you get it? Because Mom said so, you wandered over to the door. Hey, Longthorn family. Thanks for having us. Mr. Holden, as your mom's called him, and his son were here. Cove looked different in the bright light of your living room when he wasn't crying. With his dad sitting in front of him and Mommy behind you, you and Cove looked at each other. You studied Cove apathetically. I'm stupid! Define apathetic. This kid said, I don't care. This was the parent's plan, not yours. Not seeming any more excited than you are, he just stared back. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, okay, this is cute. I get to pick my bracelet, because I said I wear a bracelet. Crystal. I like crystals. Do you want to go play in your room, Kai?
Sure. So, my room was this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you two. Have fun,
See you.
kids. See you later, son. Play nice. Yeah, I'm done with voices. I'll only voice the kids. You led him to your room, puffing out your chest a little bit, the sight of your treasures. There are a lot of stuffed animals, a cool bed, a window to look out. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone showed off to in a while, but you're really proud of it. You leaned in a little closer to your trunks on the wall. I like this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art, and you were glad he noticed it. You turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on the walls. You hoped you liked your room. Let's just say that. You had put a lot of effort to make your room look as nice as it was. You hoped you didn't say anything bad about it. Then his eyes took the tiny box of beach things you collected, tucked away by your door. You took your steps towards it, then pointing it at it instead.
What's that? A hoard of stuff we found on the beach.
Oh.
Do you have any driftwood in there?
Dragging the box in the middle of the room, and Cove looked down next to it.
Yeah.
He gestured to a piece of the bottom, still covered with specks of sand.
Neat. This is a good collection.
Got the sense from the tone of his voice that it wasn't just saying too nice or to be like Shiloh. He actually meant it.
Sheila's coming over.
Shiloh?
My sister's friend. He wants to,
Do I have to see him?
It'll be okay, I think. Here, I found the shell in a log and
He pulled out seashell after seashell, explaining where he'd gotten each one and holding them up against the light. There were big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them he washed up in the bathroom sink when he brought them home, putting off the sand. For the past few years, no, I'm a child, I wouldn't. I'm too lazy. Me, my ADHD self, no thanks. Let's see. You're really proud of your shell collection. I mean, happy that Cove was interested in it too. Apparently fascinated either by the stories or by the shells themselves, Cove listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. It was a new experience to be the center of such dedicated focus. Even if it was only directed at the shells. Kids, come down to the living room. You could tell that the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving him much of a chance to hang around. Cove hadn't been like this meeting you. Guess it was because he thinks you found each other by accident, not that a parent made it happen. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cove his dad was part of that would be a bad idea. Before you knew it, you'd both been escorted downstairs, deposited in the living room, ready for Silo's visit. The two of you sat by side on the floor of your home's entryway. I brought the box of shells. I wanted to keep looking at them.
Okay, but be careful. I will.
You weren't sure if you could trust someone else with your treasures yet, so you stayed next to him while he opened the lid and peered inside. Cove reached in and pulled out a big orange shell.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Like he hadn't spoken out, he turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining.
I think this one's the best of them. You can take it.
Cove looked at you and surprised, his eyes going wide.
Really? Sure. You like it a lot, right? Uh-huh, but
I don't want to take it from you, it's okay. You got the impression he was hesitant to accepting because he didn't know you very well. You let it go.
okay.
You didn't want to pressure Cove too much. It was supposed to make him happy, not nervous. Plus, Cove was your neighbor now. Maybe you could give it to him another time. The two of you were still sitting on the door floor, looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang. Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person who had it knocked, he figured it's probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that.
Lizzie's friend.
He nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cove feel better. It's already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell what he was thinking right away.
This isn't a good idea. I'm sorry. There's nowhere to go.
He's at our only door. If you go upstairs, he'll find you. Cove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused as he gazed out back house.
I can go out the window.
He was already walking towards it, scrambling to think of something easy. He stepped forward and paused.
Sheila's the least scary person alive. Every single bunny rabbit is scarier than Sheila. But I still don't want to see him. I don't know him. You're right. Meeting people is really hard. I'm sorry. Thanks.
Sheila put his head into the living room. It was impossible to know for sure if he'd heard what you'd been saying or not, but he guessed that he
Hi.
had.
Hi, Kai. And, hi, Cove.
Cove shot you an uneasy glance. Hi.
I'm CeeLo. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You have a lot of freckles. Oh, right, I do. What are you guys doing?
We're looking at shells.
Can I do it too? Awesome. Can I do it too?
Cove shrugged and looked back here for box of beach findings. What about that one? Plan for the afternoon, at least as far as he was concerned, was to sit back, look at the beach, think some more. You're early and moved too much of anything else. You held out a recent find to Cove, a scallop shell that would wash up on shore. It's a pretty color, kind of like my cast. Beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like the warp wrapped around his arm.
Pink is a nice color.
Okay.
Oh? Is it your favorite?
Not really.
What is? Maybe green or blue? It might be yellow. Oh! Those are all cool.
I guess.
I like those colors too.
Awesome. Like usual, didn't take long for Sheila to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her, Sheila didn't know what to do with himself. And Cove wasn't like her sister. He wasn't that much like you either.
Is Lizzie coming back?
Don't know.
Aw. Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach. Probably. Is she playing at her park?
Cove's eyes lit up to mention the park and he looked towards you.
There's a park? Yeah, but it's old.
Can you show me? I want to go. He started getting up before he had even answered, and Sheila jumped beside him in excitement. Really? You do too, right, Kai? The park is fun. The park is pretty great. Yeah, it's right at the beach, so there's lots of fun stuff to do and sand. It has a jungle gym and a bunch of swings. It sounds like it could be cool. So are we gonna find Lindsay? I don't know, I never really wanted to see her. I just want to check the park out. I drift without any direction. Sheila finally turned to you. Okay. You perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. After getting permission from Roms, the three of you were ready to head out. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced her moms that it was so short she could always be allowed to walk there by herself. When he found her, she was hanging out in the jungle gym, swinging back and forth. Hey, Lizzie. Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide.
Kai! CeeLo! Hi!
She dropped to the ground and landed the soft thud in the sand in a split second. She allowed abandoned you two and scrambled over to stand by her. We're used to being left out when it was just three of you, but now Cove was here. I wasn't sure if this was an improvement. Who's that?
It's Cove. He's new.
Hi.
I remember. Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together.
She gestured wildly with her arms to present the area to the newcomer. Without interrupting Lizzie's speech, Cove whispered in your ear, quiet enough that the others wouldn't overhear. I thought kids couldn't own places like parks or hills. Couldn't help but laugh a tiny bit. While Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wiggle off your toes in the sand.
Nice, huh? This neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas.
You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Lizzie's the oldest. By a lot. My mom said you're Kai's age.
Yeah.
Yeah? Thought so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits.
What about other kids? Other kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Sheila's just visiting from another place. Not even tourists bring their kids here. This is the land of ancients. Be careful that the oldies don't try to steal your youth. Oh. For a second, looked like you might cry again, but something in his eyes shifted and looked back at Lizzie. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? Grandparents don't have kids. They hate kids. Why? We haven't done anything. 1 second, let me grab something that's right nearby. already. Only some of them don't like kids. I tried to go quickly, hoping Lizzie wouldn't take things too far. Cove sniffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Lizzie was staring Cove down, but Cove wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. Sheila was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation.
I met Lizzie and Kai in school. You'll see a ton of kids there when summer is over.
I don't want to go to the new school. I don't want summer to end. She looked down to the dirt. He hadn't had much luck stripping up conversation with Cove.
I like summer vacation a lot too.
All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. That she was to comfort you, how weird you thought Cove was. That's something else entirely. You didn't really know. She laughed, face scrunching up.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunset Bride Cove. Take a seat, put up your feet, and get used to it. Is right. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and start running up Rust because I'm gonna play that after this. So we'll go ahead and just start launching it because Rust takes a year. Okay, back to it. The rest of the summer, Cove was always there. You saw him more than Sheila, and on some days when she was in a bad mood or busy, even saw him more than Lizzie. It became a staple of your everyday life, the way the sun and lunch and beach were there. That first summer, you hadn't really been interested in him one way or another. It was just kind of a fact of life, someone you'd met because he was there. Of course, that was only the start of things. Woo! Alrighty, let's see. Let's try shopping. Come back before it gets dark. Carl, right to sport. Roll your voice drifted across the street and drew your attention away from the snail you had been watching and slowly across the pavement. Cove waited in front of his dad, pushing his green hair back off his face from where the breeze was blowing over his glasses. Okay, let me check something. Okay. Okay. Pulling over his glasses. He looked to be paying only a lot of attention as he was being handed a few slips of green paper. Reminded you of when he first met Mr. Holden, although he probably not paying attention to be friends with Cove. Cove's dad seemed to feel your gaze somehow, or maybe he made a noise, because a second later his eyes were on you. He picked you up with a smile. He looked happy to see you, but you still felt a little weird for getting caught. You gotta learn how to be more sneaky. You brushed your two hands together for them to say the talk over. Good to see you again. What excitement you're up to today, Guy? Nothing. To the pavement in front of you, it would be nice to tell them about the snail you found, but you didn't know if they like snails. After you finished answering the question, Mr. Holden's attention returned to Cove. He was preoccupied with folding the bills he had into a tiny rectangle. Sounds fun. It does? You weren't sure about that. You know, Cove was about to hit the stores by the beach. Why don't you go with him? He shrugged. Cove was in the process of making a similar motion. You didn't have anything else to do, and you hadn't been to the stores in a few days. Maybe there's something new to look at. Maybe. Is that okay?
I guess.
I was going by myself, but I guess it is. You don't have to. Great. I'm sure you guys will have loads of fun. Mr. Holden reached his pocket and pulled out a leather wallet filled with money. You found it odd since your mom's only ever seen it have cards in theirs. Here. He leant in and passed a Chris and a Cove, giving him a wink and a whisper. Here's something for your friend, too. Sure.
Good kid.
That's my boy. Cove's dad ruffled his son's hair as he was straightening back up, the bill in his hand still held out towards the green-haired boy. Take care! Cove accepted the bill after a second and slipped it into his pocket. Then with one last nod, his dad turned and started walking. He followed after him and cheered the possibilities that this outing might bring. Cove strayed towards the gentle tide creeping up the sandy fell into place behind him. It was a nice day. The sun was shining and there weren't many clouds in the sky, though the wind coming off the ocean kept it from being too hot. He took in a deep breath, enjoying the scent of salt and ocean air. When he looked at Cove, he was dragging his feet through the sand a little, and he slowed down to wait for him. His eyes searched the ground intently. Are you looking for shells? Cove stared a little steadier, voice muffled up. Sort of. If you see any, you can let me know. You could manage that. You dropped your feet to the sand, walking carefully so you didn't step on any. You're good at finding shells. You had a lot of them at home and always found new ones at every visit to the beach. The comforting sounds of the waves filled the silence with pleasant white noise, and you played a little game with yourself as you walked along, getting as close to the water as possible without getting wet. It resulted in you having to run up the sand quickly when a wave rushed in more than a few times, and although Cove threw a few glances your way, he didn't say a word. What did you want to go to the shops for? I need a new sand pail. Yeah? What happened to your old one? Cove narrowed his eyes to wouldn't think that he felt for a second. It disappeared. What? Really? Cove took his head down, lacing his fingers behind his back. He didn't seem like he was going to continue, so he nudged his arm. How did it happen? Well... Cove opened his mouth and shut it again, considering. I took it to the beach one day. Uh-huh. When I got home, it wasn't anywhere. You left it there? Nope, it wasn't at the beach when I went back. Then you lost it. It disappeared.
So...
What about you? What do you do out here? I like to build sandcastles. Last summer, I built one that was as tall as me, and sometimes they have sandcastles building competitions down by the boardwalk. Cool. I bet you could win. He smiled at Cove. Maybe the two of you would build together one day. Once you reached the shopping area, the noise level grew exponentially. No longer just waves and footsteps, but the chatter of people enjoying the lovely summer day. The call of birds trying to find bits of food left behind, and lots of salespeople people trying to get attention. He sniffed the air as he walked beside Cove. He could still smell the ocean, but there were other scents down too. Pizza, pretzels, hot donuts. It's okay. There's a lot going on, but it'd be staying at home and not doing anything all day. You're sure that you and Cove are still finding something to fill the day as you looked around a bit. Cove was glancing around from one side of the street to the other, looking at his aquamarine eyes and couldn't quite work out. What's that? Cove pointed to a large crowd of people gathered near a few tables with large colorful umbrellas hanging from the middles. You couldn't see past the adults who were blocking the way, but you knew there must be something worth seeing. Without another word, the two of you hurried over to see what all the commotion was about. Feast your eyes on the amazing Alexander. The center of the crowd was a man with a tall hat and a funny green coat, and he had 3 long tails. There was a table next to him with a cloth hanging over it that read the amazing Alexander in a glittery golden script. Why tell people his name if it's already on a sign? Cove hummed with understanding, then turned to walk away just as the amazing Alexander began shuffling a deck of cards. The air lip reluctantly starting to follow after Cove again. The two do looking over your shoulder, however, wanting to see as much as you could before you get too far away. Hey! Watching where you're going, you proved bad ideas, you bumped right into Cove. Ah, sorry. Do you want to stay or something? That's okay. He briefly lifted his arm off one side of Cove, turning on the face. You could have said so. With that, it began. The magic man pulled one card out of the deck, showing it to the curious onlookers. It was a 4 diamonds. Watch closely. He did, squeezing through a bit of the adult onlookers to get a better view. Slowly, the man snapped his fingers, and the card just disappeared. Whoa! Lizzie Alexander, who had earned his title, turned his head, looked directly at you. He reached out with a kind smile. What's this behind your ear?
Tell me!
Decided to be going somewhere new to find out. It smelled like popcorn and candy when we stood closer. It was great. Felt the tug that you pulled the 4 diamonds out from behind your ear.
What?
You knew that couldn't really have come from the air, but you still didn't get how you'd done it. There's a slight applause from the crowd, and the man gave a deep bow. This is for you. Magical pulled a pair of balloons from a clump tied down to his table. Both in the shape of a dolphin instead of moving in a full circle. And one for your friend, too. Thank you for being my assistant.
Wow!
Now you're really grateful he chose you. After that, you went to someone else in our crowd. Pick a card. Any card. My uncle does it every time he visits. Not the balloons, the stuff with cards. Phil spoke painfully when reaching over to the dolphin that he designated for him. Look at the whole family is magic. If so, he was lucky. God stared and didn't notice the feathers hover quite without telescopes. I'm gonna save here, guys, because unfortunately I have to do something real quick. I just got an important text. Sorry for this word. There's no watching, but I'll go ahead and make the next one part 2. If you want to see where this goes from here, please check out the game yourself. It is free to play. The DCLs are optional. All you're doing is supporting the game and unlocking new content that is completely enjoyment based, and I'm not sure if it has major impacts on the story. You also get more than just one love interest besides Cove. You get, I believe, 3. However, the game's not finished, so there's no way to pursue everybody on the same level yet. But, thank you guys if you're seeing this later on. If not, it's fine as well, and goodbye!